When you think of royal brothers, you might picture a bond, forged in palaces, a partnership shaped by tradition, and a closeness that only comes from growing up in the world's most famous family. But what if I told you that behind the palace gates, the story of Prince William and Prince Harry is far more complicated and a lot more distant than most people realize? Today, we're peeling back the curtain on the frosty silence that settled between Prince Harry and Prince William. Even when they're just a few miles apart, their worlds couldn't feel further away. The tension isn't just a tabloid headline. It's written in every awkward glance, every forced smile, and every moment they spend carefully avoiding each other in public. Recently, Prince Harry touched down in London, alone. Meghan and the kids stayed back in California, leaving Harry to face the British press and the royal spotlight solo. The moment he landed, the media frenzy ignited. Paparazzi flashes lit up the airport, reporters scrambled for a glimpse, and speculation about a possible royal reunion reached fever pitch. It was as if the entire city was holding its breath, waiting to see if the brothers would finally break the ice. Crowds gathered outside royal venues, waving flags and hoping for a glimpse of the famous brothers together. News cameras rolled, capturing every moment, but the real headline wasn't about a reunion, it was about the total lack of contact. Not a handshake, not a shared smile, not even a nod across a crowded room. The silence between William and Harry was deafening, and everyone noticed, not even a royal wave. The brothers, once inseparable as children, now seemed like strangers passing in the night. Their stoic expressions told a story of years of tension, misunderstandings and wounds that hadn't healed. While Harry paid his respects to Queen Elizabeth by laying a wreath at Windsor Castle, William and Kate were just 10 miles away, attending a separate commemoration. The physical distance was small, but the emotional gap between the brothers felt like an ocean. Security teams ensured their paths didn't cross, and the carefully choreographed schedules made sure there was no chance of an accidental encounter. If there were ever a masterclass in keeping your royal distance, William and Harry would be the star pupils. Their ability to avoid each other, despite being in the same city, sometimes even the same building, has become almost legendary. It's the kind of social distancing that goes way beyond what any pandemic ever required. The British tabloids, of course, had a field day. Headlines screamed about the royal rift, and every gesture, or lack thereof, was analysed for hidden meaning. Somber close-ups of the brothers at separate events only fueled the speculation. Was this just a temporary chill, or had the relationship reached a breaking point? Insiders say the brothers' relationship is as bad as it's ever been. According to palace sources, communication between William and Harry has all but broken down. There are no late-night phone calls, no heartfelt texts, and certainly no secret meetings behind closed doors. The trust that once defined their bond has been replaced by suspicion and hurt. Forget about secret tea parties or cozy catch-ups over scones. The palace tea rooms, once a backdrop for family gatherings, now sit empty, silent witnesses to a relationship that's gone cold. No accidental run-ins in the palace corridors either. Every movement is carefully managed, every schedule meticulously planned to keep the brothers apart. It's as if an invisible wall has been built between them, one that neither seems willing or able to cross. William even spent the day in Wales while Harry was in London, almost as if he double-checked the calendar to make sure their paths wouldn't cross. The message was clear. This was not the time for reconciliation, not even for a polite royal photo op. But there was one glimmer of hope. A brief 50-minute tea between Harry and King Charles at Clarence House. It was their first father-son chat in 19 months, a meeting that was as much about duty as it was about family. The press camped outside, hoping for a sign that bridges were being rebuilt. But insiders say the conversation was cordial, not emotional, a far cry from the warm family reunions of the past. As for William, not a text, not a nod, not even a polite inquiry about Harry's visit. The silence was total and the message unmistakable. The wounds between the brothers are still raw. Not even a passive-aggressive scone sent his way. The royal kitchens may be busy, but when it comes to brotherly gestures, the menu is empty. The world's press continues to speculate. Will these royal siblings ever bury the hatchet? Or has too much been said and done for forgiveness to be possible? Every public appearance, every carefully worded statement is dissected for clues about the future of their relationship. One thing's for sure, the distance between William and Harry is still headline news. Social media lights up with every new development. Fans take sides and the world watches, hoping for a sign that the brothers might one day find their way back to each other. So, what do you think? Is there hope for a royal reconciliation, or is this the new normal for Britain's most famous brothers? Let us know in the comments. Are you Team Reconcile, rooting for a family reunion, or Team Royal Chill, convinced that some distances can't be crossed? The story isn't over yet, and as long as William and Harry remain at odds, the world will be watching, waiting, and wondering what comes next.